What up? How we doing, homies? Dudes, look at this. Let's see what happens. We're at 22%. I think it goes to about 30 when everything's going. See what happens. Today I'm going to be testing out Modern and Massive 2. And so I've been running tests like all day yesterday. I was messing around with it. I went into Studio One, made a session. Coming soon. But I haven't tested it on stream. And so this is let's hope. So I got an i9 processor. It's the 14th gen. It's basically one of the nicest processors that I could get for my motherboard before having to like do the whole thing, right? Like the motherboard upgrade, all that crap. I didn't want to deal with that right now. And so far so good, dude. But again, the final test is like this. How much did it cost? So with the processor and the thermal paste, it was roughly about 500, which is like, oh, my pockets hate me, dude. And so, but again, I had so many comments of people like, shoulda went. This means you gotta go Mac, dude. Gotta go Mac, bro. And I'm like, bro, 500 is better than 5,000. Which I spec'd one out. This is gonna be $5,000 for the one I wanted. And so I had to replace CPU. Yeah, that was like the final thing that I haven't upgraded yet in my computer. And so right now I'm running i9, 96 gigs of RAM, 4080 Super. I have almost all of my music stuff on an NVMe drive, which is like the fastest drive you can get, one of. Liquid cooled. I mean, I could probably upgrade my fans. Maybe that's next. And so, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I would love to max it out. I think I can max it out at 128 gigs, but it doesn't really like matter too much. It's mainly your CPU. And so again, we're gonna just probably like write something and mainly see what's going on with, you know, this thing. Also, you'll notice we run in STL tonality today for guitar. This mix is going to sound a little different. This is from last night, and it's not fully there, but again, this is to test Modern and Massive 2. Yo, thanks, dude. Hopefully it helps, huh? And so, as you know, if you're here from the thumbnail, welcome, YouTube homies. I see you. Love you. We're going to be using Modern and Massive 2. Now, this is my CB Modern Metal preset that I tweaked a little bit. I always recommend, you know, if you get the preset, tweak it to how you want. You know, because mine is technically a tweaked preset as well. I tweaked it to how I wanted it. And then I moved things around in there. And then uploaded it to the Patreon for the homies. Now, the thing about this, like Modern and Massive 2, is I may be coming out with new presets depending on what I'm doing, right? Like this one might be a preset because you're going to see, or you're going to hear that it definitely sounds different. And so maybe this can be a thing. Now I do have samples. I have reinforcement samples. And so I don't want you to kind of be like Like if you get the preset or whatever, you're like, it doesn't sound the same. Well, you know, I use samples. I really think that using reinforcement samples is the way. I used to be against it, but now I'm all for it because it's the way. If you can't beat them, join them. You know? I know. So here's the thing, is like, when I start making like big boy streamer money, or like big boy content creator money, then I'll get one. Right now, I'm just surviving. You know what I mean? So, but again, with your guys' support, I was able to get something like this. And I'm sorry if, for the YouTube homies, if it's being weird. Because it seems like my... Let me know if the YouTube side is doing okay. Because right now it's showing that it's really low on processing. I'm getting a ton of dropped frames. And so let me know if that's being weird. It could be on Twitch. So this is the other cool thing about getting a new computer piece. There's always like, it introduces many things. I'm gonna listen. 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 Okay, I'll stop. Seems like okay. In the beginning, it was definitely like, yeah. So SOS Band, SOS Band is very sick, by the way. I love them so much. But I lived on a Mac for probably about, I would say, 8 or 9 years. And so I'm familiar. I'm familiar with Macs, and I'm kind of the guy that likes to jump around, right? Like, we're going to be in Studio One soon. Just to be in Studio One and get a different perspective and help the Studio One homies out, and I'll learn a different process, and it'll get me out of my usual routine, you know? And so, yeah. But anyway, sorry for talking your guys' ear off. But let's just try to write something. Let's just see what happens, dudes. What I really want to try and use, which I may be asking for trouble here, is I want to try to see what's in Massive X. Yeah, Dread, I lived in Modern Massive. I lived in Studio One for probably about 2 years, 3 years. And I loved it. I still do. There's some really cool things. I was actually adding all my labels to like the guitar stuff, and the way that you do key switching is very interesting. And I don't know if you guys, how you guys key switch in Studio One, like if you're a Studio One user, but it's cool. It's very cool. I was getting buffer in. I changed the settings in YouTube for a lower quality, and it fixed it. Internet was good on my end. Bob, thanks for updating me, bro. It seems like I'm running normal now, but I'll keep an eye on it. We don't have any more dropped frames. And so that was really weird. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we start adding audio. So cool thing about Massive X is they have this Mobius pack. And I don't know if you've ever been in the Mobius pack, but it's a pack for us. I'll just kind of go through some presets here. I'll go to the first one. We're using that one. I don't care. Oh! Yo, what up, homies? So this is first Cybertribe. Now, the cool thing about the Massive X stuff, I guess we can go through these, is you have different, like, things here. So this was just the first pattern, and the patterns are inside here. So if I click on this one, pattern's going to change. So this is one reason why I really want to get more familiar with Mass Effects, because this is possible in here. But it's so complicating, dude. Look at it. Anyways. Oh. Okay, we're going to go there. However, rather than using CPU power for that, because it's just going to do that the entire time, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a rolling sampler on it. Rolling samplers are sick, man. Oh. Guess what just happened? I just put the rolling sampler on there. Okay, one moment, please. One moment, please. Damn it. What's going on, man? Please bear with me. Please bear with me. Yes, it crashed. It crashed when I put rolling sampler on. And so that can mean a few things, but I am going to be loading it back up. Now, I'm not going to restore because I didn't really do anything. And so I'm just going to open up that session again. Growing pains. I love you to do more Mass Effect stuff. I know. That's kind of why I'm grabbing it now. Like, the presets inside are very cool, but like making sounds, it's very complicated. I actually tried to live in there for a little while, and I was just like, I even tried just kind of like poking around and trying to understand it, and it's just, I was like that the whole time, you know, biting my nails because I was all like, I just want to get it. Give me a moment, dudes. All right, it's loading up. Oh wow, how far did you go back? Sheesh. Sorry, let me clean this up a little bit. Dude, this went way far back. Okay, we still got tonality in there, and so that's good. I'm going to save from this point. Okay, let's see what happens. Did I move? I did, dude. I moved a few months ago. Preset hopper. Oh, me too, dude. I'm not afraid to admit it. Now, the thing is like what you do with that preset, right? Like if you try to make it your own, sometimes you can just straight use it. But chances are, like, don't be surprised if you hear it in someone else's song. You know? Okay, let's attempt to do this again. Good thing that I know exactly which one it was. It was the first preset. Sorry, dude. So sorry. Okay, let's try to put rolling sampler in there again. I'm over here just still waiting on that Studio One. Hey, I was just talking about Studio One, dude. I was just talking about it. Let's see what happens. I'm putting it on there. Okay. Strange. So I have been living in it because I've been testing Modern and Massive 2 inside of it. Maybe at the end I'll pull it up so you can at least hear what I'm doing. It's nothing. It's literally just like one little loop, but I can show you guys just to kind of give you an idea or a taste of what's to come. So rolling sampler is awesome. I need a test to see. What is that? F, G, sharp, F? I guess it doesn't matter as long as I know that I'm in F. Maybe I should do C. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it up a little loud, so bear with me, dudes. Turn your volume down. I'll give you a second. Who's that? Correlation theory. 8 months in a row, bro. Thank you so much. Makes me feel dumb. No, dude, I kind of love it. I love being in a foreign place because you, again, you're forced to like do different things. Homie's coming through, dude. Look at the homies coming through. Listen, hey, Daniel, listen to this sound, bro. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna let it play for a second. Okay, now it's not a sample until I select it and drag it in. Now it's a sample. Rolling sampler, ladies and gentlemen. I love it so much. This is how I'm able to, like, this makes my life easier in terms of like making sample packs. Because I can just be experimenting and not have to worry about like the thingies, the details. Oh, I gotta come in here, sample, I gotta route it. It's just like it's done. And so if you find yourself sampling, I mean, I would say just get it, dude. It's so nice to have because sometimes there's these sounds that we're making as we're making a preset or something. Bam. It's already there. There. Oh. Oof. Oh, dude, I know. Daniel, I've been thinking about that. I've definitely been thinking about that. Mutated bass, 808 Redux? Okay. It already sounds like me, does it? Of course. I'm just gonna put a little bit of EQ on there. Okay. Is that too slow? Yeah, let's go 115. Let's make sure that we're... So I'm gonna go to Complex Pro on here. Let me make sure that I have it correct on this loop here. I want to kind of have it start there. Sick. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to put it, see where the snare wants to live. Okay. This might be loud. Let me turn this down a little bit. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm going to be coming out with a reel very soon, and it's an experiment of a song that came out that is pretty sick. It's very sick. That I was very curious on how they did it and was wondering if I could mix something like that. And this is it. This is the mix. But, you know, it'll be out soon. Oof. The cat dum dum. The cat dum dum. Yeah. You know what I realized too? The programming in Studio One is actually pretty fun. I don't mind it. Mixperiment, dude. I've been doing those. Not as much lately, but I want to get back into them now that my computer is somewhat happy with me. Oh, we're in this weird timing. That's why. Let's go to 8. What am I doing, bro? I was so worried about that preset. I mean that rolling sampler. I was just excited. I was excited to show you guys, man. Shoot. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get like a... I'm just going random here. Again, today is kind of a little bit of a weird day and maybe like a test day. I really need to see if this is... if my computer is going to be happy with me streaming and using Modern and Massive too. So far, so good. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I don't want this one. Too many kicks. Dun dun dun. I need some help, tips, or collaborate to finish my last track. I'm blocked. What do you feel like you're blocked with, dude? What do you think it is? Anubis, what's up? How we feeling, dude? Okay, let's just try to get some stuff in there now. Let's, my bass might sound a little weird by itself, but in the mix it sounded pretty good. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it sounds weird, but let's see, let's see. So technically we're in F. I haven't tested this with F. No, that's not F. Where are we at? Where's my freaking, why we solo? We're soloed somewhere. Oh, what is that? Sharp, G, A, B? That's weird, because I was hitting F when I was doing that sample inside of Massive X. So let's go. Do we do G? Let's do G. So I just went down on the pitch over here. I think that's G. And then this will put it to... Yeah. What happens if I do this? Yeah. Interesting, huh? See how it sounds really weird by itself? Let's see what happens. Yo, Anubis!
Yes, Plaza. Best Twitch/Discord community for sure. Fire emoji.
I would agree. Semi-biased. Thank you so much, bro. A lot of mid-range. Yes. On purpose, though. I don't know. Again, this is my little experiment here. Yeah, this is an interesting mix, dude. I'm not used to it. Might have to dial it in. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we almost have everything in here to test the integrity. Integrity? This isn't, I feel like it messed with my guitar tone when it crashed. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine for now. There's like some mid stuff. Maybe I'll fix it here in a second, but let me just get these levels right. Pay attention too. Like if you guys are struggling with leveling, like level balance, see what happens. Different one. Okay, I'm gonna take off more low end just to test. Okay, instead of China for now, let's test up here. I feel like there's a lot of mids going on in these drums. Again, the mix isn't like fully ready, but it's okay. Welcome to my life. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, you know what, let's test it. I haven't added a soothe to this yet. Let's add a soothe and see what happens. Can we break it? Can we break it? We'll find out. We need to bring our link down to 0 on this. I'm gonna keep that there for now. For now. I'm gonna hit the delta. Let's listen. Sharpness. Worth it though, Dread. So worth it. Buy now, cry now. Oops. Sounds funny. It's getting really mid-heavy for me. What happens if I just turn this off? Yeah. I went a little too weird. Granted, you know what's funny is that was a late night, like at the end of the night. So my ears were shot and I didn't believe myself. That's kind of cool. I think having Soothe, a really good limiter, and some sort of clipper. I think those are the three that I can't live without. I really have been loving console shapers. Console shapers are sick. Like I've been messing around with Pre-Fire from Submission Audio. That's sick. I really love NLS Bus. That's very cool. Now those are more like, you know, adding to the sound or whatever. Like you don't need them, because I still use like Saturator a lot of the time as well. So you can see here, Saturator inside of Ableton is awesome if you understand how to use it. So like doing this really helps out, you know? Like for example, I think it was on my snare. You see how I added this here, this little bump. And so that's giving me a little bit of saturation on that doo, doo of the snare, right? And then I have Transient Master. I didn't have to do too much with these drums. Again, this is my preset here, the modern metal preset, and I kind of like I've been tweaking things, you know, inside of here. I feel like it's a constant thing, and I feel like that you should also be doing that for sure too. Because for me, I was like, okay, my snare is not hitting it like it should, and so I tweaked some things, and so I may re-upload another one. I don't know. I did a 300 cut. 320? Let's see. Let's try that. We'll do that as well. Boop. Nice, Dylan. I gotta find the quirks of this. I haven't used the Modern and Massive 2 too much. I did roughly 300, Dylan. I'm not too worried about it, brother. Thank you so much, though. I'm trying to not get caught up too much in that. Yes. No. How do you say that? Unoya? No. It's ready for. It's almost like a one kit wonder, right? No, like none of these are gonna be like the end all be all kit where you're gonna put it in and it's gonna work. You have to like understand that that's not realistic because we all kind of want a different sound, blah blah blah. Like there are some drum packs out there that get you very close, but you have to model everything else around that drum tone. You know what I mean? And so just know you're gonna have to do some things to it. There's not just like one size fits all. But that being said, again, it gets you really close. That was the goal with that. Okay, so I'm going to say that this sample led us to here. And so I might not use that sample there, but that's okay. Let's go back to the China now that we made some like moves here. I was going to add a, it's really loud, the low end too. I feel like I want that to be faster. I have an idea that we can still take advantage of this. Let's just put a gate on this bad boy. Let's see if GateLab has anything for us. GateLab, I believe, is free. If you want just some sort of quick little thing to grab while you're writing to give you ideas right away, you know? You can hit this. Let's try that. Okay, I gotta stop messing around and just like... I feel like this should happen on the second one. Too happy. $120. As soon as you start to add a pad, it like... Pads are life, dude. Pads are definitely life. Now I can use one of my, like... I have samples, and I can use the samples that I made, which are great. And if you didn't know, if you're part of the Patreon, dude, there's samples in there for you. Go get them. What are we in? G. Okay. Okay. That's a nice one. I don't know what it is, so don't ask. But you know what? We can use MIDI monitor. Someone in chat will be like, it's a flat sus 7 9er 9er 9er. I don't know. But if you use MIDI monitor, it might tell us. Let's see. G minor add 9. Told you, dude. Told you that's what it was. Just kidding. That's nice. Minor niner, dude. I think that's what I... Wait, I have an idea. Okay. Here's a little trick. Let's say, like, I'm having trouble thinking of, like, a chord to put here after this, but I want it to change somehow. But I'm like, I don't know. The musical theory? I'm going to turn on the scale over here. Let's move this up so you can see it. So I'm going to go to What are we in? G minor, right? Then I'm going to turn on the scale function here. And then I'm going to highlight scale so you can see like all the purples are what's in scale. So, without being folded, actually I'm just going to move like, and just moving that up without folding, you're already like, yo, David, what up? Okay, I am going to use something from my sample pack because I always use it on things because I feel like it gives it a nice rhythm here. Where is it? This. I use this all the time, and so I was like, I'm just going to make one, dude. So this is in 120. We need to make sure we're in 120. Yo, Dark, what up? Yeah. Yeah, I went on a little bit later today because I was just honestly testing things. And again, this is like another test. It's like technically a little test stream here, if you will. So I'm going to add an EQ on here. I didn't EQ it all the way when I made the sample, just in case you wanted all that. Octave. I'm hearing stuff in there. I'm gonna be real simple on this. There it is. Oh, there's a cool thing in Studio One I'm excited to try too. It kind of like randomizes your what you made. I'm all about that stuff. Daniel, thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, homie. Talk soon, dude. Talk soon, brother. See you soon there, brother. Oh, it's even simpler than that. Ba-ba. Oh. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Really? Oh, okay. I was overcomplicating it. Da-da. Now it's gone. Foster's chill, speeding up time of those multi-cores. Dude, so far so good. Yeah? Oh yeah, David? Oh yeah? I mean, you might be right, but hey man, you can test the water somewhere else. Ba, ba, ba. Oh. Ba, ba. What the heck? What did I screw up here? Yo! Corny! That's good for now. We haven't even heard it in context. Oh, I just hit D for duplicate. I've been in Studio One. Thank you, Ned. What's up, Ned? Bio, what do you do with all these tracks you make? They kind of just go in a little safe, and then like every Thursday, me and Josh will like hang out and be like, open up that safe. What's in there, dude? And so I'll like, what do you think? No? All right. This, okay, you want, okay, let's put that one there. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of, it's what it is for the time being. Yeah, so I love Studio One, man. Studio One is sick. I lived in Logic for a little while as well. 3Devil, I feel like you say you're in Bitwig because you want the hate, dude. I'm in Bitwig. Go ahead. Say it. What do you have to say? Just kidding. Bitwig is sick too. I lived in Bitwig for a whole 30 days because that was my trial period. And it was cool. It was very cool. The synths in Reason? What? I didn't know that Reason has synths. Oh, Reason synths. I was thinking Reaper. Reason is sick. Um, I lived in that too for a little while, actually. Um, yeah, I lived in there for about a year. I like to jump around because I feel like it's almost like getting a new guitar or something, right? It kind of like changes your perspective on things. You left for no reason? I did leave for a reason. I didn't like the mixing in it. The mixing was real, and the routing. You had to like flip it back and you had to like do the things, and I was just like, this requires way too much thinking for me, dude. This is a cool idea. I feel like I went opposite of like what I usually do. Because this needs some work, dudes. This needs a lot of work. I need to check on. So there's two ways that I go about doing octave stuff. Sometimes I won't use the octave in here, but like I have this whammy pedal that I'll use. I don't think tonality has anything that I can use. Pitch. Okay, I haven't even used this yet. That one's okay. It's always good to check the octaves here. That's not bad. Oops. Control C, Control V. I also need to double check where these are living. So also inside of here, if you do classic view and then you have your keyboard view, there's this thing in here where you can start to mess with your string ranges, but pay attention down here when I start to move these string ranges. So this is 8 string range. I want this as low as it can go. This one, I want this one, I don't know, roughly around there. This is my 7th string range, and then my 6th string range. We only need the G string. That's true. But in this case, we need all the strings. All of them combined at once, forever. Cakewalk. Dang, we're going. What's your favorite drum kit? Mine is nu metal, dude. I really love the nu metal kit. Feel like the ride crash. Ooh, that one's sounding. Let's see, what is this one? Yeah. That one's nicer. It's nicer to me right now, and so we'll. Yeah. I gotta find my. I just gotta find the sweet spot with these. You couldn't even hear these guys. Let's double this one. Let's turn that into a cymbal if we can. Maybe not yet. I gotta dial that in. Again, this isn't a complete session, and so if it sounds weird, sorry, dudes. I wonder if we do something along the lines of just like copying this over and then trying to mutate it, because I'm kind of doing that but not doing that. What I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to mess around with this more. Let's just hear what they sound like back to back. That's good for now. kind of, it was feeling a little too disconnected, you know? Corny, that's amazing, dude. I mean, it's the most fitting thing. Also, sorry I was zoomed in for so long, dudes. Dang, I get lost. Let me know if I'm zoomed. Sometimes I don't even realize that I'm zoomed like that. Like I go to show you something and I don't zoom back. Look at you doing the dude, I made a whole pack, Three Devil. I made a whole pack, dude. All the both of those sounds that you're hearing, these two, I made. They're in that pack. This guy needs some loving. What about Dreamland? I like Dreamland a lot. We didn't put the sub in there, dude. That's so much better. Okay, so I'm gonna mutate this a little bit. Yo, Dread, thanks, dude. It was sounding pretty rough in the beginning, but if you stuck around, chances are you probably thought it was rough and you're like, this sucks. But if you stuck around, you could see what happens if you really just spend a little bit more time just touching some knobs. You know, just... How bad do my toms sound right now? Oof. That's sick. What? Touching some knobs? Always. Touch all the knobs, baby. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that... My bad. Oh, it wanted that. It wanted that there. That's interesting here. Yeah. Ronnie, you're right, dude. I know what this is missing. Gotta find the sweet spot for these ones. I'm at 40 now. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Ghost notes are live. For soft synths, I'm mainly Pigments and Avenger. Mainly Euro rack now. Three Devils showing off again, dude. Look at my Euro rack, dude. Just kidding. I'm so jealous. That's why I'm saying that, dude. I want a Euro rack so bad. That's definitely goals, like for sure. How much do you love it, dude? How much do you love your Euro rack? You know what? Don't tell me, dude. You want pics? You're gonna send me some nudes, dude? Some nudes of your Euro rack, bro? Alright. Let's see. Send it. Just gonna send it. You can see I'm in a weird mood today, man. I'm feeling good. My computer is doing so well right now. Dudes, we're still at like chilling at 20. This is so good. I'm glad you're here for it. Corny, what's the difference, bro? What do we got? Yo, David. Dude. I think you saw I got a new processor, bro, and it's been helping a ton. I need to fix those toms, but I'll do that later. I haven't done much tom work on that experiment that I'm doing, and this is from that experiment. I know, man. Again, it's thanks to you guys that I'm able to even get something like that. So grateful. You know, the one-on-ones that you get from me and the Patreon, like, that's the only reason why I got that. Like, the reason, yeah, you guys are the reason why I got this. VCV. VCV is really good too. You know what I was messing with too was blocks. Pick harmonics would sound good at the end. Ooh, Michael, he just comes out with some heat right away, dude. He didn't even say hi. He was just like, put it in there because it's going to sound sick. Thanks, dude. What CPU did you get? I got an i9 14900K, I think. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see. Does this give away anything? Is it showing too much, dude? No. Okay. There's your boy's specs right there, dude. This is pretty much everything. Also, Michael Anthony, I haven't forgot about you, dude. Got you. So, I mean, I could probably, I'm trying to think what else I could upgrade to make it better, but I can get a 50, 90. You got time, any time for gaming? Dude, here's the thing. I've been thinking about that. I've been taking more time, like, not really off, but like, when I'm not doing this, I'm trying to fully disconnect because I don't want to get to burnout phase. As soon as Arc Raiders comes out, dude, we're playing. Arc Raiders. Yeah, I know. I know. Angel, you're right on time, bro. Thanks for being here. So you're saying pick harmonics will sound good at the end of the riff. These guys. Yo, Bard. Christopher Bard, what up, homie? Dude, I don't think I've ever seen you in here, man. Or you're just lurking and half the time you don't say hi. You should say hi. But also, dude, I'm very grateful for all the support that you've shown me, man. Very, very grateful. Okay, so we have effects high. And then we have just regular harmonics. You know what I mean? You're not going to hit this hard sustain? Oh, I see why. I see why. I have to add it to this first one here. Chris, so right now I am I really like new metal, man. It gets me really close right away. However, this session in particular is Modern and Massive 2. What I'm trying to do, now that my computer can run it and handle it, I can really start to kind of live with Modern and Massive 2 and start to understand its quirks. So then I can kind of mold it to what I want, right? Because that's all it takes, really. Any kit that you have, you can make it sound good. You just have to understand the quirks. And again, I haven't been able to really live with Modern and Massive 2 because it hasn't been working with my computer. And so now it is. And so we'll see what happens. Dang, I'm way over here. What the? I guess that's fine. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Oh, these samples are sick, dude. This is G minor too. It's just gonna work. So this is the sample pack. What happens if I like... Dude, that one is very good. Do I have... I do have a cutoff.
Oh shoot.
Alex, what up? That one's nutty, dude. How we doing? Thank you so much for the 6 months in a row. In a row, bro? You're the best, dude. Very grateful. Yo, Connie. How we doing? How we doing? Thank you so much for being here. Trap loop before the drop. Trap loop? Do I have any quick trap loops that I could just grab? I could use XO. What's nice about today and like me testing this out is like I can just kind of start to throw things. If you guys have an idea, I'll just throw it in there, you know? You ever seen XO? XO is insane, dude. It takes all your samples, like you tell it where all your samples are, and then it like makes patterns with it. Now I have to get the expansions, but let me turn this down. But like these are... Those are all my samples. What drums would you guys say would be best Spirit Box styled song? The new metal kit works really well, Unoya. Now, here's something to think about. The is it Eternal Blue or something? That album, they used Superior Drummer with samples. Superior Drummer 3. The Avatar kit from Superior Drummer 2, they used that for Spirit Box. And so, just put, you could really use anything, dude. Okay, so I want to show you, again, I want to get some more, I got to get more of these. That'll be later. But the cool thing about this is you can just hit sync, but they have a dice, right? They have a little dice. Angel, dude, thank you so much for the sub, bro. Appreciate you. Oh. Yup. They have Dark Trap. What is this one? Okay, so this one's close. Now, you can go in here. Same pattern, similar samples. Now, I try to find the one that's close, and then I'll change it to the samples that I want. That one's close. Remember that one. Someone here, dude? Just kidding. Weird. Now we're just getting weird. Oh, Angel. He's like, I want to buy something today, dude. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one for now. I'm going to hit the check box. Then we're going to go to edit. And this is it here. But there's some weirdness in there. It's this. No. I don't hear anything from that. What is this? This. I don't want that. Get that out of there. Okay, so here's my... I want to change this one out. So you select the snare. And what's cool is this has like this little bar down here with similar samples. Let's go to clap. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to do to make my life easier. Let's save, because the last time I loaded Rolling Sampler, it got pissed. I'm actually just going to grab it from here. Here. Rolling Sampler. I'm just going to record this. Sorry if it gets loud for a second. Okay. There's my sample. Bring it in. We're bringing her in. Now I can do this and this. Nice. So now we have a sample of that. I definitely want to put something like RC20 or like Rift. I love Rift though. Rift is sick. Let's grab Rift. See what happens. Filters. Oh, that's cool. Ooh. Thank you. See what I mean? I got caught up. Ned, thank you, bro. I need to add a shimmer to this so it just continues. This thing is helping a lot. So I don't know how I'm feeling about the stereo width of this preset here. It's kind of making it feel weird. Flanger. Okay. That weird overtone, I hear it, trust me. CPU is doing well, dude. That's kind of what I'm just trying to load it up right now. Not too worried about, like, look at this. Freezer is sick. Maybe we do this. I always like to see what happens when I put a shaper box on here. So right now I'm just trying to like write as if I'm in this flow state of like adding plugins because I don't want to be limited. And before my new CPU, I was like, I have to like try to figure out a way around this because blah blah blah. But so far so good, dude. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's add a utility to this because I want this to be lower here. Bring this down. This as well. I like to automate on a utility because it leaves my fader there. And so I can still turn up and down. This wants to go down. Like this wants to go down. Could be this too. Gotta go into Vital, change out. Is that it? Is macro to my cutoff? It is. Now this wants to come back. What I might do here is like grab this. Let's just Control E it. Then I'll bring this over like this. And then we'll bring this back down in automation. Yeah. This is cool. It still needs some work here. How are we feeling about the BPM too? The BPM, is it too slow? Is it too fast? Let's listen. Let me know how you feel about it. I don't know where I'm at though. You know what I think we do? Let's follow this beat. Why don't we follow this beat? I feel like it's too... I always end up doing this. Like, I always end up overcomplicating this beat. Why don't we, like... Why don't we just do that? I'm down. Are you using samples from your pack? Yeah, dude. So this sample's from my pack. Now I have it heavily EQ'd because that's why I like these little things. Might be hard to hear. Yeah. Oh, let's go. Unoya. So it's not a mixed template, it's a routed template, but if you're using it in Ableton 12, then there is a stock mixed template that gets you really close too. And so let me know, dude. So I want to make that, let's try to do this beat. I'm down. Oh, also, sorry, squirrel. This is tonal ambience, which is also in the sample pack. And this is what it sounds like with nothing on it. And I always say to add another like reverb over these tonal ambiences, so when it stops playing, it still has like a little bit of a tail. Oh, this. You know what I mean? I feel like Freezer's going a little too wild for me, dude. I only wanted to do... I don't want infinity mode. There you go. I don't mind it being the same thing. Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over so we have it. What does Freezer do? Dude. It basically just glitches out whatever you throw, like whatever you throw it on. For example, here, if I chuck Freezer on here, I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm just going to put it on there. It's already kind of trying to do some stuff. So it basically just adds a little bit of some glitch stuff. They call it freezer because it adds like a little freezing glitch sound. I got this for free when I got Plugin Boutique or whatever, like something I bought with from Plugin Boutique. But I have it going on my drums. Let me turn off Rift in this really quick. You can hear it doing a thingy. I dropped hundreds of dollars this past weekend. No way, bro. Well, thanks for using the code and ask away, dude. Ask questions. You know what I mean? David. Thanks, dude. And thanks again for your assistance. I did change those things out. I did what you recommended. And so... why don't we just... yeah. Okay, I'm going to redo these beats here. Boom, doom, ga, doom, doom, ga, doom, doom. All right, I'm going to try to get simple, dude, which you know is hard for me to do. Okay, get the freaking snare, I mean the kick in there at least, bro. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. I also need to change my default. If you want to change your default, like when you click new notes in, you can change what that number is. If you hold Alt, now it's going to stay 119. You know we have to add da-da-da. Doom, doom. It's there. Boom, boom, ga. Where's that? Ah. Oh, yeah. Patrick. Bro, I just started, bro. We're just making the beat, dude. Let me add some of these ghosties, and then we'll start to add cymbal accents. I know. That's okay, dude. I love it. I love it so much. I like to add this little like triplet thing here. I always talk about this in my one-on-ones when I'm programming drums for the homies. It's like a dun, dun, da, da, because you can do just da da, but if you add like a da 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 da, oh my gosh, it changes the game. Even just adding one little ghost in there. Yes. Where is the simple actions? Dude, I love that you and Sullivan are going ham right now. I love this. That's not bad. I need more cowbell. We need to do like a left and right hit here, huh? What snare do I use? So I don't think I changed it from my modern metal. This is the Q Drum Gentleman Brass Snare. Now, I need to show you what it sounds like before my my triggers, because I have triggers on here. But here's the thing, is this is EQ'd specifically to work together with my triggers. So just so you know. That's why it sounds the way it does. It won't sound like that when you get it. It's more like well-rounded. But again, I try to move these EQs around to blend, right? But on my drum bus, you can see I'm just using FG Gray with some saturator. Trying to keep her simple. But we're going to have to try and overload this thing because just for fun, can you change the snare? Yeah, sure. So what's nice about this too is you can actually go in here. I like that one. That one's nice too. That one's really nice. I think that's the one that I was on. That's what I was like, oh, that's nice. Just being a dummy, dude. Da da da. Oh. Keeping it simple, dude. We're keeping her simple. Do you use parallax on your Nolly bass? I do, dude. I do. Scrim drums. Yeah. Dude, Modern and Massive 2 is sick. Again, it was just... Remy was having the same issues that I was having. But guess what? I asked his computer specs. Same processor that I had. And so I was telling Dez, I was like, dude, I wonder if it's that processor. He's like, I don't know if we'll be able to get our hands on one. I was just going to give him mine because if it can help out the homies, dude. Because I think Dez lives by me. Not like by me, but he lives in the same state as I do. And so if there's a way that I can like just give it to him. So anyone else that has the 12th gen processors can figure that out. How do you like Modern Massive 2? Frawl, they really are kind of two different kits in terms of like the sort of things that like I don't know, they serve two different purposes, right? Like you could still get the Oda drum sound from these, and you can really get it with any kit. But what's nice about Oda drums is like if you're looking for that sound, well, you're gonna get it from that kit, you know? But the thing is you have to, if you want it to be something more blended, or more unique, you're gonna want to use the unprocessed version of Oda drums and start to mix it yourself. You know what I mean? Because now that Oda drums is out and it's processed, you're going to hear that in a lot of music. And so how can you make it sound different? Yo, Josh, what up, dude? So I'm going in this route just because this is the same session, and I think you know what I'm talking about. And I'm trying to kind of keep it a secret until it comes out. This is cool. This like little drum beat. It should come back, huh? And maybe what we do here is we like filter it even more. Because why not? Argue though it's gonna open the doors. Yeah. Yes. It's so good though, dude. It's so good. I have a free code. I already own Oda drums. Thanks to shout out Oda drums, right? But I have a code because I got the Buster course. I have a code that's just collecting dust. And I want to see if I can just like, we could do like a marbles run for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Drum sounds. Yeah. Sorry, I'm over here. Yeah. Yeah. Like you guys couldn't. I'm reading chat, dudes. My bad. Dang. To win it, dude? In it to win it? Yeah, bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, so this needs to like change here, right? And then we do this sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, Josh, what was that emoji that you said I needed to make, bro? I forgot what it was. There was a few. We do need a skirt, dude. Dudes, if I'm not doing a speed run and you guys have ideas, I love it when you like shout out things, you know? Because again, I need to probably add more things to really test this thing out because I still don't have a lot in here. We need a flam, dude. Yo, Angel, thanks for the biddy, bro. Little China biddy. Are we on China? No, we're on Rye. Okay, so hear me out. Also, I seen that 20, Anubis. You would get me with the 20, dude. The twomper. This guy, bro. This guy, dude, man, guy. Okay, so what I want to do for the end one, dun dun da dun dun dun, right? Yes. I hear there's something that needs to happen. Where does that need to live? Yes. Did you hear that? I'm gonna do that on this second one. Where is it though? Patrick, you better not. It's not where I heard it. I still gotta get Anubis. Let me Okay. Let's get a context check. I gotta do 20. How's my floor? Is it dirty? We're good, dude. We're good for now. Dude, my room was a mess when I was like messing with my processor. Sheesh. Sheesh. All right. 20. That's tape. That's tape. It's tape, okay? No. Ah, 25. Sheesh. Ned, don't sing it. Bring it, dude. Let's see yours. Let's see yours, dude. This is cool, dudes. Way better than when it was like in the beginning. Like, I was questioning it. We're chilling at 20% too. Look at my CPU. Let's see. $30. This is good news. Let's go. You know what we do? Let's throw a lead in here. Let's see if we can, again, I need to add. Let's add a lead. Let's add a lead. No, not that one. What does this have? I think this was just me testing things. Okay. Not that one. This one I think has a lead. Does. Okay. I'm going to grab the lead. Let's put it in here. Yes, please. Okay, here's a lead. Didn't change percentages so far. Let's see when I... It's kind of chilling, dude. Sounds a little dark, but... That's why. I'm on Odin 3. I'm on Odin 3. Oh, and my Odin 2 is... Oh, it's okay. Let's test it. Pan leads. I really like the pan leads. I don't know what it is about this. I don't think I've seen the... Oh! There it is. When I don't know, I probably overdo doing leads like that, but it just like, it adds what it needs. I'm just gonna like loosely record it, which I guess I technically did, but it's alright. Let's do it. Dang, dude, for having like some delay, like massive amounts of delay, that's not bad. Don't do that. Okay, can't do that. I'm actually not gonna quantize this. I'm just gonna make sure it's on the ones here. Unless maybe it doesn't want to be on the one like that. Yeah. This is fine. Am I zoomed? Okay, we're not zoomed. Very good. Okay. Yo, Remy, what up, dude? New processor is helping, bro. I told Dez about our issue with the 12th gen stuff, and they're looking into it, man. I told him that it was weird that you and I had the same processor and we're having the same issue. Patrick. Patrick. I'm gonna put a transient designer. Okay. Dudes. Dang, we're almost at 2.5 hours. I'm feeling good, dudes. Oh, so I will stop writing there. That's what we got so far. Let me give you a proper context check. Then I want to show you guys what's going on in Studio One before I dip out. Angel, thanks for chilling, dude. Appreciate you. I'm about to dip out here too. But I want to show you a few things. Let's get a little context check. A proper one. Everything good? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, let's do that one more time because I want you to see Ableton has these little bars that tell you what's going on. So let's keep an eye on these really quick. I'm gonna hit it again. Take a look. Take a look. Dude, GGD isn't doing nothing, which is amazing news. Okay, so I'm gonna live with GGD for a little while. Maybe we'll work on this one next time. I think we definitely will. This is a cool idea. I just need to let me fine tune this mix now that like I'm feeling good about, because I really wasn't sure about like if this was even gonna work, right? Or if like I needed to wait for an update from GGD to be able to use it. Dudes, we're doing well. We're doing good. But YouTube homies, I'm gonna go and chill on Twitch just for a few more minutes to showcase the Studio One project that I've been working on. That's still much in progress, but here in I don't know, maybe next month, I will live in Studio One for like a stream, like maybe one stream a week or something. I don't know. I got to figure that out, but I definitely want to live in Studio One. Now, the thing you have to realize with Studio One, it's been a while since I've been in Studio One, and so it's going to like, dude, when I first started using it, I was Googling everything. I had Google on this side, and I was going. And so, if you're willing to have patience and if you know Studio One, come and hang out, dude. I would love to hear your tricks and your tips. I feel like I have a few tricks and tips. And so that'll be fun. And it'll give a nice variety. Maybe we'll get a different audience in here or like, additional people to come in and chill. And what that means for the Studio One homies, if when I start to live in here and I start to make things in Studio One, you know that I'm going to throw it in the Patreon. And so let that be a thing. But YouTube homies, I'll be back on Thursday. We'll be doing other things. We'll be doing this. We'll be doing just other things. Maybe the same thing. I don't know. We'll see. But stay tuned. Make sure you follow or subscribe and like and all those things. Very grateful for your support. If you're a Patreon member, eternally grateful for your support, dudes. Again, without you, I wouldn't have been able to upgrade my computer. And so, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.